Hello everybody and welcome back to another video of Horizon Forbidden West. This is Lion of Hyrule speaking. Last time we were playing, we made it through the scrapper yard. Fought a bunch of bristlebacks. And now are finally on the way to the Sundom and the embassy to be able to talk to the Carja, I think.
Just Aloy is fine.
Aaron mentioned you're not one for fancy titles.
You're Vanguard.
Well, here to escort Wadiz's delegate behind to the embassy.
If we can get rid of these bristlebacks.
Captain said to keep an eye on Chainscrape, then these ugly lugs showed up.
Gave the first one a good beating.
But didn't quite have time to roll out of the way when it fell.
Told you it wasn't a good idea to eat that much before heading out.
Calling her fat?
Probably get going. You know where I can find Erend?
Captain went chasing after more bristlebacks further west.
Of course you
Follow
did.
the sound of cursing and you'll find them.
Nah, I'm pretty sure you will.
Now, if you see any more of these bristlebacks,
I'll make sure to roll out of their way.
Might want to take some of these with you as well. They're
Oh,
handy
good.
in a pinch.
Good, good.
Thanks.
Electric arrows?
Stay safe, Aloy.
Smoke bomb. I was hoping there'd be other arrows, because gotta diversify a little bit and see if you can do awesome and not the other one, which is die. Very helpful, I know.
These rigged traps.
Hey, you! Make it worth your while if you kill these scroungers.
It's always something.
Hold tight! I'll see what I can do!
Try luring them into the tripwires.
Lost where I went.
Why kill it like that? What do you think the tripwires are?
Because I didn't know where any of the tripwires were out. Alright, come on. Come on, you. Let's try this again. Ow, I got bit. Alright, we're gonna try this again. See if I can do a sneak strike on one of these guys. Come here, you. Ow. Oh, don't bite me, weird face.
Okay, fine. Kill them however you want.
I'm trying, man.
Better, though. Tripwire. Won't know what hit 'em.
That's last week.
Hello, Red. What a day, what a day.
Thank the Forge you showed up. Tripwire's handy, but she nothing's a youngin's game.
Yep,
Come on
sure
over.
is.
Let me give thanks proper like.
Hey, Thurlus.
Practiced hunter. Took you less time to kill those
That was
scroungers
scary.
than Vanguards to kill one bristleback.
So the Vanguards came through here?
Yeah, just a bit ago. Down that bristleback, headed south. Then those scroungers showed up to carve the carcass, as they do.
Yep.
Then another bristleback ran through. I'm telling you, it's crazy around here.
So the Vanguard went south.
Probably. This whole valley is swarming with them. The Vanguard seemed dead set on getting rid of them.
I see.
Hold on there, Red. If you're gonna go chasing across the Daunt, you're gonna want a tripcaster.
Yes, I do.
Not just any tripcaster. One of my make. Free of charge.
Oh, thank you.
Workmanship looks solid enough.
Yep. Been tweaking the design since I left Chain Scrape. More room to tinker out here and less chance of, well, accidents.
But not enough resources and stuff.
Did something happen in Chain Scrape?
Well, like someone.
I don't follow.
There's this sack of wet dirt. Olvend. Thinks he's the Elderman of Chain Scrape.
Ah,
Got half the town
you
treating him
too,
as such.
huh?
Back when I had a place in town, he took a real interest in my wares. Kept pressing for the Olvend discount. I said no. He didn't like that so much.
Of course you wouldn't.
I can't prove it, but that chuff bucket set my workshop on fire. Felt it best to put some distance between us after that.
Usually for the best.
Cable car operator told me the bristlebacks just appeared yesterday. Do you know anything about them?
How is old Karn? Back in the day, me and him got into all sorts of trouble. There was this one time that...
Anything about the bristlebacks?
No. Karn said true. Just showed up and ran amok. Lucky for me, I got you and the Vanguard swooping in time to time to save my backside.
I should get going. Thanks for the tripcaster.
I always like
Oh,
new
yeah,
weapons.
blasting bristlebacks. I think I'll head down to the hunting grounds. Did you know they have a tripcaster trial? Come by later if you want to try it out.
Maybe. After I get things under control. There's an errand headed south. Should be able to pick up his tracks with my focus.
Alright. Tripcasters allow you to place various types of tripwires. Press R2 while aiming and shoot the first anchor point, then second there is a limit to how many can be set at once. Don't run into your own. Okay. Excuse me. Have hiccups. Enemies triggered by the tripwire will receive a shock. Okay. While the icon, when the build-up icon is full, enemies will become shocked for a limited time. Enemies cannot move while in shock state. Invulnerable to critical strike. Use focus and see if they are strong or weak against shock attacks. Okay. That'll be very helpful against my long-hated enemy known as the bristlebacks.
Save these for when I need it.
All right. Ow.
Something else you needed?
I should keep moving.
Yeah.
Nope. I'm just trying to figure out where I need to go. Why is this game sending me here if there's nothing there?
I'll pick these up. First tracks.
Oh, good.
Headed up the hill. Errands. My focus can help me follow them. Let's see where this leads.
Go follow some trackies.
Here we go.
Ow. Alright, trying this again.
Those bristlebacks have acid canisters on their backs. It should trigger a chain reaction if I hit them with acid arrows.
Alright, there goes one. Holy crap, I almost got hit.
I can keep going.
There goes the other one. Sweet. Alright, now I'm gonna go talk to Erend after I get my life back. Ooh, shiny thing. Look for these. Batman!
Caught me in my best, as usual.
As usual.
Well, you did the hard part. I just took care of the stragglers. How bad is it?
Who needs ribs, huh? Oh. I'm good.
Everybody does, turns out.
Okay, well, I know you didn't come all the way to the Daunt just to watch me get wrecked. So what's the story?
I need the embassy to happen, so I can head west. Erend, what I did at the Spire, what we did, it didn't end the threat.
Not
It
yet.
just slowed it down. There's still more to do.
Really? Well, that's great. I mean, yeah, not the threat's not over part. That's not so great. But hey, whatever you're up against, your spear, my hammer, just like old times. Oh.
Erend, I need the embassy now. I can't wait for you to heal.
Couple of days rest, if that.
Actually, even if you weren't hurt, what I have to do, it's better if I do it alone.
Alone. That figures.
No, she grew up
Aaron!
without anybody.
I hate to interrupt the romance, but I'm pretty banged up here.
Don't blow your blaze, I'm coming.
Yeah,
This just keeps getting better.
sure does.
Listen, I'll go to Barren Light, get patched up. If you want this embassy to happen, we're gonna need this sun priest, Studius Wadis.
Oh, I know him. I'll clear the Valley of Bristlebacks, then send Wadis to Barren Light. I'll catch up with you there.
Well, I guess that's sort of like a goodbye.
Guess so.
I'm sorry?
You? Sorry?
That's the
That'd
first.
be a first.
Where is this coming from?
Hey, just, forget it, yeah. Oh, it's nothing.
It sounds like something.
All right, fine. Now, after the battle at the Spire, you took off. You left without so much as a handshake. I mean, people like me, we fought and bled at your side, Aloy. You just disappear?
Gonna hang
What kind
her
of person does that?
a Nora who grew up in exile.
Erend, look. I'm sorry it wasn't easy for you when I left. And I know it's not easy now, but what I've been doing... Life on Earth is in danger, and only I can save it.
Your life on Earth?
Yeah. Everything dies unless I
Yeah,
succeed.
Earth, the thing
Well,
that
then
we're
let me
walking
help.
on.
Oh,
You can't. There's no machine to fight, no bad guy to kill. What I've got to do, I can't even explain it. Not even to people I care about.
Wow.
So much for being useful. Okay,
Erend! By the forge.
I guess that's my cue.
Maybe I should go with you to Barren Light.
No, hey, you're needed elsewhere. Obviously. We'll make it without you.
That's really sad.
I think I've cleared out most of the Bristlebacks.
Oh shoot, that was not my
Valley
fault.
should be safe enough to travel. I'll go give Wadis the good news.
Oh yeah, that sounds
Maybe
like
this embassy
fun.
can finally happen.
Man, these bristlebacks are no joke. They're crazy. Alright, now I just gotta figure out where I'm going. right. There, this way. Shoot, that was not my. Dang it all. Oh, I like these.
It's a ruin from the old world. I could find something interesting inside.
Probably could. But I don't want to find anything inside right now. I want to find something exciting. I don't want to use one of my packs. No, thank you. Alright. Well, looks like I made it back.
We are on the same side here, Owen.
How goes it, Hammerhead?
Threaten us all. Oh, drop the act.
Hope to catch
We
you
don't-
soon.
what?
Do you want, Ulvund? Some kind of payment?
My dear magistrate, you think I can be bought? If you want that whistle blown, all you have to do is have your soldiers remove the bristlebacks and sign the concession decree. Face it, what other choice do you have?
Hi.
Savior, what auspicious timing. Might we discuss a matter of importance to the Sundom?
We might. Later.
Very well. I shall be waiting.
Very good.
So, the savior herself, Walloper of Derval, gutter of youth.
That's me.
Maybe.
I've heard many tales of your beauty and heroics, my fierce lady warrior. Ulvund Freeholder, at your service.
You are a rat.
What could have dragged you away from the fine silks and wine of Meridian to this smudge of a settlement?
You.
Your saviorly attention must be needed elsewhere.
I'm here for the embassy and...
The embassy? Why, by the forge. Ah. Greater gears for greater matters. Guess that means you'll be moving on.
And
Once I've
generally
dealt with
means
any
yes.
problems around here that need my saviorly attention.
Yeah.
Ah, the bristlebacks, of course.
Yes, those.
Got to get rid of them if you want that embassy to take place. Well, let's get to it, hey? And off you go.
Not
Wait,
so fast.
what do you mean off I go?
You don't seem to have a high opinion of the magistrate?
Well, I refuse to play nice to some fancy-robed parchment pusher when my fellow laborers are being bullied, intimidated, and taken advantage of.
How noble of you.
No,
Very.
ha! Born with a hammer in hand, I was. Nobody handed me anything or dropped opportunity into my lap. Everything I've achieved, I've done on my own.
And where is this hammer now?
The burden of leadership forced me to set it aside.
Oh,
The call to
please.
risk nothing, while demanding that good Osram gamble with their lives out there.
That's not a
Someone
very
had to
nice
step up and
place.
say no more.
You ordered the work stoppage?
Indeed I did. We're laborers, not soldiers. Until the Carja clean up their mess and give us the fair deal we deserve, I'm not risking Oseram lives.
Fair deal? You mean your concession decree?
Yeah.
It's not my decree. It's on behalf of all the good Oseram laborers of this land who do all the backbreaking work, while only the Carja reap the rewards. All we're
Please.
asking for is the ability to share in this prosperity for a land worked by the people, for the people.
Right. Then just how much would be your share?
All of
Only
it.
an amount appropriate to my contributions to this community, of course.
So up to your discretion.
If Chainscrape is on Carja land, shouldn't a Carja be in charge? Who appointed you?
The
I did.
sensibilities of good Oseram folk, of course. You think a Carja can head this whole venture? Ah! The magistrate can barely make the trek from Barren Light without losing a few screws.
So you have no real authority then? People only follow you because you say so. Loudly.
Loudly at that.
Anyone who has followers has authority. I've been with Chainscrape from the beginning.
Please.
I'm practically its founder, and its honest folk know I'm indispensable to its success.
Yeah. Not buying it at all.
You said you founded Chainscrape. Somehow I doubt that.
Me too.
Practically founded, I said. I alone saw its potential when it was just a smattering of tents in Barren Light's shadow. I invested in the mine, convinced some friends back home to do the same, and here we are. You could say Chainscrape is what it is thanks to me.
Oh, so you're not just standing around and profiting off everyone else?
Not at all.
No.
Sure, I make a little return on my investment here and there, but my main priority, as it was from the beginning, is to look after the well-being of these honest, working Oseram.
You are lying through your teeth, sir.
I cleared out all the bristlebacks.
Oh, you did?
Yes, it did.
Now that you've recovered from your shock, time to blow the whistle.
Oh, there, not so fast. I'll have to send someone out to confirm the kills. Make sure the valley is safe again.
You're just hiding
Shouldn't
behind
take more than a
something.
day or two.
Or 3, or 4,
Blow the
or
whistle
5.
now.
These are innocent Oseram lives we're talking about here. Surely the delay...
Either you do it now, or I will.
Oh, very good, Aloy. Take a stand, sister.
Ah, I knew you could do it! Friends, gather around. The savior of Meridian has done
Now
it again.
what?
The Bristlebacks are defeated. You.
What?
Sound the whistle. Chainscrape is open for business.
Yay.
You're welcome.
And Ulvund has agreed to personally pay every worker their lost wages.
Wait, what?
That's more like it.
Yeah! Woo!
Haha.
Yeah!
Apparently so.
Yeah!
Don't you have an embassy to get to?
Yeah, I guess I do.
Now I do. That sounds fun. The bristlebacks. Nice. Nice. Sweet.
Well, the Chainscrape's back to work. Merchants should be open to trade.
Should be.
I should see if they have anything useful before I send Wadis off to Barren Light. Better see what that Carja magistrate wanted. I bet he's in the tavern.
More than that to keep me down.
Ignoring me again? Someone's in a rush. You're far from home, Nora.
Yeah, I am far from home. I'm literally saving your freaking butt, though. Excuse me, gentlemen.
For you? Back for that free meal? Go on, peruse my menu.
Alright, let's see what we got. Nothing right now. I will talk to you later. I want to talk to this guy.
Savior, thank you for taking the time.
You bet.
My condolences that you had to endure Ulvin's bloviating.
Yeah, me too.
Of course. It sounds like he's really trying to put you over the barrel.
The idea that the Carja purposely let Bristlebacks into the Daunt, it's completely absurd. But the louder and longer he says it, the more support he'll get for his damned concession decree.
How did the Bristlebacks get into the Daunt?
No one knows for sure. The first report of them came from west of the quarry. But unless they have wings I don't know about, I don't see how they could have come over the mountains.
No other way in.
The only way I know about is Barren Light. Look, if you can get to the bottom of this, I can offer a considerable bounty in return.
I like bounties.
Help me shut Ulvund up.
What is this concession decree that Ulvund wants?
He wants the Sundom to designate portions of the Daunt as Oseram holdings. Only the portions, mind you, that produce any value.
Let me guess. Because he stands to profit somehow?
Yep,
exactly.
Usually.
With the Daunt under Oseram law, he could secure more investment for their numerous ventures.
He can't get those investments without the concession?
No. Not while there's a chance the Sundom could revoke their access. Hence, why the concession is so important to him. And why blaming the Carja for the Bristlebacks, no matter how absurd, works in his favor.
It's terrible.
How does blaming the Carja for the Bristlebacks help Ulvund get his concession?
Look around. This may be the Sundom, but Chainscrape is all gears and rust and bad ale. Claiming that the Carja loosed the Bristlebacks in order to intimidate Oseram laborers into obedience. Well, let's just say no one here has forgotten the atrocities of the Mad Sun King. Even with the Valley working again, Ulvund hopes he can stir up enough resentment against the Carja to call for a strike.
And if the Oseram refuse to work, unless the concession is signed, you won't have a choice.
Correct. The reconstruction of Barren Light must continue.
Had to keep my video going and didn't want to run over time. So, hang on a sec. So, I had to keep going.
You said the Bristlebacks were first spotted west of the quarry?
Yes, according to one terrified laborer, said the ground trembled before they came charging down the hillside. He took off and ran all the way here.
Good place to start looking, then.
If you learn the truth, maybe Ulvund will stop blaming the Carja for every problem under the sun, and maybe then he'll actually focus on rebuilding Barren Light instead.
Maybe.
Yes, some...
How did you get stuck out here?
I asked for the posting, believe it or not.
I do.
Overseeing the entire valley on behalf of the Sun King? It was an honor. Is an honor, I mean.
But your job would be a lot easier without someone like Ulvund blasting hot air all the time?
Ulvund's
usually is.
Anywhere. He's been around longer than I have. Even fancies himself the founder of Chainscrape.
Yeah, so I've heard.
I'll find a way to live with him. I have to.
I need to go.
Of course.
Thank you much. Well, that's valuable information to know about. So the Bristlebacks might not have showed up. Just might not have just showed up like everyone claims. Someone probably let him in.
I want another couple.
Outfits, armor. And there's a letter with I wish it was beer hat. Are you a sight for sore eyes?
Shop just opened up, but I've got...
See what I can upgrade here. Nice. Oh. No, not yet. All right.
I'll drink you under the table anytime.
I'll tell you the odds, but hey...
Pretty sure it's your round. Yep, in my round.
You just gonna stand there?
The way to Barren Light is clear. Get moving.
You're not errand vanguardsman. I will move only when the captain
When
says...
I've cleared out all the bristlebacks, which I have. Captain's orders.
So they're okay?
Banged up, but breathing. And waiting up ahead for you.
But I was supposed to have 3 escorts.
I'm off to Barren Light, buddies. Like Aloy said, Captain's orders. You can stay here.
Abandoned to the riffraff? I think not.
Guess you're coming with me then. See you there, Aloy.
Bye. Gonna take you a while with that cart. What? Don't look at me like that. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. Don't look at me with those. Don't look at me with that tone of voice. Kept forgetting what I was gonna say there. Don't look at me with that tone of voice. I'm blind to both knees.
Well, now that that's done, the embassy can finally get underway.
Yay!
If I can get through it, I'll be able to track down Silence. Hades. Maybe even a Gaia backup.
Maybe.
Guess I could head straight for Barren Light. Or poke around the Daunt some more first.
Just poke around,
Maybe
see
take
what we can
Petra
do.
on that drink.
This whole city's out there, abandoned by the old ones.
Got a problem?
I'm sorry. Where the frick is this guy?
Knew you couldn't resist some good company.
Oh, there
Come
she
for
is.
that beer after all, eh? Here, sit down. Get a pint in her hand. Wasn't expecting you to swing by.
Since when do I do what's expected?
Never.
There's that spark. Fire and spit.
Here, here.
Fire and spit.
It's disturbing and awesome and
That's a
weird.
blast from the bellows. Won't fix the forge, but at least I can forget about my troubles for a while.
Like what?
Well, things aren't as bad since you got this place running again. But we still got Olvin grating the gears about his concession decree. If you don't put that down, I'll come over there and show you how that game ends. Right now, I'm just worried about those refugees out from Sunfall. To come all this way enduring Forge knows what.
Shadow Carja refugees. What are they doing in the Daunt?
Looking for a new home, I gather. They're camped out by an old trailhead, southwest of here. And therein lies the problem. A Stormbird crashed up on the cliffs last week, and Talon Cleanbrokers had his eye on the salvage ever since. But the refugees have barred entrance. Mustn't interrupt their sun-scorched ritual. Something about finding a twilight path.
Huh. Never heard them talk about that before.
Yeah, well, these particular Shadow Carja are an odd bunch. But overall, they're peaceful folk. Not that it matters to Talon. He'll crack some heads to get to that salvage.
Yeah,
Maybe
he will.
You could swing by. Convince him to set up camp somewhere else?
Good luck with that.
So the Bristlebacks in the Daunt.
Yeah.
Where did they come from?
That's the thing. No one rightly knows. They just showed up one day, rampaging around the valley like they exploded out of a forge. Lost some good people. But bless the bellows, you cleared them out and got this place working again. That put a dent in Olvin's plans. Now, if only there was some way to smash them all together and run them out of town.
But how could Bristlebacks and the Daunt help Olvind?
2 words. Concession decree. Since no one knows where the Bristlebacks came from, Olvind has taken to blaming the Carja for them. He's hoping to dig up enough old resentments to get a strike going until the concession's signed.
Haven't heard that before.
Attempt. He's been trying to rile up the workers since the day he rolled into town.
And people actually believe him?
Lots of folks suffered at the hands of the Mad King during the Red Raids. Give him half a reason, they'll blame the Carja for anything.
Yep.
Damn Carja slavers.
What else can you tell me about the Shadow Carja refugees?
Well, they don't call themselves Shadow Carja for one. At least, not anymore. They're some other brand of sun-crazed. But whatever side of the sun they're on, they're peaceful through and through. Don't seem to want for nothing except a place to live, pray, and just enough food to keep from starving.
So they're just camped outside by a trail, blocking entry to a wrecked Stormbird, waiting for... what, exactly?
Don't rightly know, but I'll tell you this. Should they ever wise up and salvage it, a Stormbird heart is worth a lot. And if they get there first, then by Ostrom law, it's theirs. Not that Tolan Cleanbrokers ever lost sleep over any law-breaking.
Yeah, that's true.
Who is this Talland Cleanbroker?
Just some chuff-huffing pondsman. Got a shop here in town. Lived in Chainscrape since there was a Chainscrape. He and Olvin go back a ways. Like a pair of coals and a campfire, those two.
So Talland works for Olvin?
Ha! Olvin might think so, but Talland scrapes up his own scams. And he ain't the type to let a few refugees get between him and Stormbird salvage.
Yeah, it's usually the case.
I thought you'd be back in Freeheap.
Well, after the big battle at Meridian, I went back. But realized it was running smooth. Didn't need me. Heard about the rebuilding out at Barren Light. Figured they could use another hammer. Been scraping by ever since.
You could always leave.
And go back east? Nah. I ain't one to leave a lit forge. Besides, someone's gotta be a squeaky wheel for the workers around here.
So about Olvind.
Around here, everything's about Olvind.
How'd he end up in charge?
He got here early, like a squirrel smelling a fat nut. He knew rebuilding Barren Light would need stone and timber. So he jangled purses all over Mainspring, getting investors to front claims on anything in the Daunt that might be worth a damn. Thing is, all the bankers back home know that this is Carja land, and the Sun King can revoke those claims at any time. That's why he's desperate for the magistrate to sign off on a concession decree.
Makes sense.
Well, if I'm up that way, I'll talk to the refugees. Try to convince them to move.
Much appreciated. They have it rough. Don't need Talon making it rougher.
Petra said Talon has a shop here in Chainscrape. I could have a word with him first.
So what's new?
This concession decree. What is it exactly? And how
I
would it
forgot
help
this
Oldham?
one here.
It's pig diddle, that's what.
A writ that would put all Osram claims in the Daunt under Osram law, even though they're on Karja land. It would mean that any existing ore, stone, and timber claims couldn't be revoked by the Karja. No more risk, no more hesitation for investors back in the claim to pour in the shards and expand their business. And since Olvind has a stake in all those claims, it would make him richer than a scrapper in a junk heap. Not to mention Chainscrape would become an Osram municipality, so he could buy enough votes to call himself an Elderman. He's a sly old badger, I'll give him that. Figures if he keeps up the pressure, eventually the magistrate will sign.
Or get pissed off enough.
I have to be going.
Anytime, Flamehair.
Love it. All right.
I could get around faster if I find a charger to override.
Trying to find. There we go. Closest campfire is over that way.
Be welcome, Elven. You gotta move. Maybe I need our turn. Here we go.
I'm sorry, I'll be right with you.
Okay, I'm not saying it's a bad idea. I'm saying it's overkill.
It's a weapon. Kill is the point.
Not if it blows the user's arm off. Oh, just stop talking.
Yeah.
Where are we? Ah! So, you look like someone who's always searching for a new weapon. Am I right?
Actually,
Yep.
But you're just nuts. I am with a customer.
I'm not a customer.
I got it. Triple the powder. It'll blow a Strider sky high. Ba-boom. One shot kill. Guaranteed.
Sounds dangerous.
Maybe I am.
Then you are in the right place at the right time, Red.
How would you like to be the proud owner of the world's first machine-enhanced,
Explosive, done in one, machine wrecking.
Yet perfectly safe, javelin thrower?
Please sign me up.
Are you two from around here?
Nah, the claim. Dad sent us out west in search of some unknown opportunity. Said we'll know it when we see it.
Sounds like you had other ideas.
Let's just say that opening another trading post for my parents isn't how I want to make my mark in this world. I imagine traveling alone must be nice.
Tell me more about this weapon of yours.
Saw a scroll when I was a kid by some Karja scholar who wandered out west. Had a scary drawing of a Tenakth warrior hunting with a kind of javelin thrower. Effective? Yes. Basic? Undoubtedly. But coming out here made me remember it. And I'm on the brink of vastly improving the tool's archaic design.
Whereas I will perfect it.
I can use machine parts to enhance the user's throw, increase the projectile's velocity.
Well, Boomer here is adamant that enhancing the projectile is better.
And blow crap up.
Boomsticks.
Boomsticks.
Why not both?
like it.
That could work. There's one small snag. I need the parts to make the first working model.
Well, for starters, I'll need charger horns. Intact.
Yeah, that. Just be sure to shoot them off before the machine goes down. Otherwise, they break. But the real innovation, and keep it to yourself, is a fang horn rib.
There's a mean one east of here. Blow it sky high.
Boomer! You get him for me. It's yours. My treat.
Well, thank
You
you.
have a deal. I can override one of these chargers. I have to go on quiet. Smoke the herd.
All right. Here's where I will stop. Next time we'll go on an errand to get more, a bigger spear to create more of a boom, which is going to be awesome. And we will also continue on into the Daunt and see if we can get some, see if we can stop Mr. What's-His-Face from being a complete jerk. And it's gonna be fun. And let me go pick up this piece of meat first. Or not. Okay. So yeah, that is where we will stop. Thanks for watching this video. I am Lion of Hyrule. This has been Horizon Forbidden West, and I am signing off.